All right, how's it going, everyone? I'm David Jeremiah, and it is Tuesday, August 15, 2023, about 8:30 p.m. Central Standard Time. I'm currently in Houston, Texas. I've been here for 2 months, and I get to be here for another 2.5 months. Why am I here and how am I here? Well, long story short, in April 2022, I decided to leave a six-figure salary to walk away from it, walk away from job security, and to go all in on pursuing my dream of becoming a very successful entrepreneur. Now, I'm not there yet, but I can tell you I'm a whole lot closer today than I was, almost 16 months ago when I embraced the world of the unknown. So it's been quite an adventure, but one of the things that's made it an interesting adventure is when I was in the process of leaving my previous employer, I was exercising my resourcefulness, and as an entrepreneur, that is a crucial skill set to have, that trait of being resourceful, which is basically being able to be creative and think outside of the box to solve problems. And so what I was doing was looking for how can I live cheaply, how can I lower my living expenses every single month so I can give myself the time to focus full time on thinking and building my own business. And so one of the biggest expenses every single month, like most people, is lodging. And so I thought, okay, well, maybe I have some money saved up. Maybe I can go move to Mexico, or maybe I'll just live out of Airbnbs, or maybe I was looking at maybe moving to, Eastern European country where, it's Orthodox countries and tends to be cheaper to live out there in those countries. So I was looking at all these different things. I looked at doing a van life, looked at maybe buying an old RV and renovating it quickly and then living out of a van. But in my research, I discovered the whole world of house and pet sitting, which is basically when homeowners and pet owners go out of town and they don't want to take their pets to a kennel, or they don't have any family or friends or neighbors that can, look after their pets in their homes while they're gone. They get people like me who come in and take care of their homes, take care of their pets so that they can travel with peace of mind. So anyways, I discovered that and got my first assignment 2 weeks after I left my employer. So I left my previous employer at the very end of April 2022. And I found my first assignment in the middle of May 2022. And so I just basically went all in. I said, you know what, the time to do this is now, let's go. So I moved out of my apartment, sold my car, sold almost everything I owned. Basically, all that I have that I own is in two little plastic Tupperwares in one of my best friend's homes, in his garage. He's storing it for me. And all I've been traveling with me is basically my suitcase, a backpack, and now I have my ukulele with me too to keep me company when I'm not working. So I've been doing that for the past 16 months now, and it's taken me from Flagstaff, Arizona, which is where my first assignment was, to Cave Creek, Arizona, which is in the Phoenix, Arizona area. And then I had a family that brought me out to San Diego to look after their home last summer for 2 months. And through that one family alone, I had been back multiple times. And over the past 16 months that I've done this, I've house sit for that one family alone for at least 6 months combined. And after I leave Houston, I'll get to go back to that house, to that family's home again, and house sit for them for the end of this year and going into beginning of 2024. So anyways, amazing experience, learned so much, and I've met so many amazing people, awesome pets. I've gotten to take care of countless dogs, a parrot, a lizard, a rabbit, and that little sweetheart rabbit I get to adopt after I walk away from the world of house and pet sitting and officially hang it up and retire and no longer am a house sitter. But in the meantime, that's what I'm doing. That's how I ended up here in Houston. So it's been a wonderful experience, and I'm not done yet. And it's serving my purposes, where it's giving me the time to focus on thinking and building and executing and learning and experimenting, which is exactly what I needed. So anyways, that's what I'm doing. And I wanted to make this video because, for one, to honor the Mother of God, because today is her feast day of her falling asleep. So the feast day of the Dormition, the most holy Theotokos and ever Virgin Mary, which is one of my favorite feast days of the Orthodox Church. And so I was going to make my first video for my vlog tomorrow on August 16th, but I thought, well, I just shut down my computer for the day, so why not just do a quick video, and then I'll upload this and then begin tomorrow. And then also tomorrow, I'm starting day one of my 90-day carnivore challenge. So my whole vlog is basically going to be me sharing what I'm doing and building in public. I've been kind of working in silence and off the grid and enjoying my life of obscurity and being unknown other than the people I come across and, my family and friends who know me already. But everywhere I've gone over the past 15, 16 months, and the people I've met, and, I share my stories when I'm at different Orthodox churches in different cities, and I meet people during coffee hours, and they're like, dude, like, do you have a YouTube channel? Do you have are you active on social media? Do you have a vlog? I'm like, no. But then I meet, not even just people at churches, people everywhere I go that I meet from all ages and backgrounds. They're all like, dude, you need to like get loud about what you're doing, man. Like, this is going to inspire and help a lot of people. And so anyways, it finally sunk in, and I'm now fully bought in, and thought, okay, you know what? Like, it's time to go loud. It's time to get out there, put myself out there and share what I'm doing with the world. And hopefully it'll inspire people. And at the least, even if it's never, nobody, it never goes anywhere and nobody but my inner circle knows it, that's totally fine. One of the things one of the reasons why I also wanted to create my own vlog is mainly for my own purposes too. So I can look back from, 6 months from now, a year from now, or, once I get married and have kids, I have something that my kids can look back at and see what I've been doing and all the things that I've learned and all that stuff. And so anyways, things for future generations, kids, grandkids, all that stuff. So anyways, that's kind of what I'm doing. And my whole vlog is going to be about me sharing that and sharing what I'm doing in order to basically make my own dreams a reality in the world. And my hope and my prayer is that it inspires you to think about your own life, because life is short. It doesn't matter how young you are or how old you are. It's never too late to begin. Well, it is too late when your life is over. But if you're hearing these words, if you're watching this, if you're listening to this, it's not too late. And I'm a big believer that even if you think, oh, I'm too old or whatever, which, I don't buy that. But so let's say you did say that, oh, I'm too old, it's too late for me. I'm the person who believes in it's better to die on the way towards your destination where you really want to head than to die on the way to misery. If you've been living a life of kind of misery, you're just not really stoked about what you're doing, you don't really care about getting up every day, you're just not really happy or passionate about life. I'm a big believer that I can help you find that. I can help you find your North Star and something to aim your compass at. And once you find that your compass, your North Star, then it's just a matter of putting one foot in front of the other every single day, walking every single day. And even if you never achieve it and get to your North Star, wouldn't it be better if you're at least going to die along the way, towards your North Star, where you're saying, hey, at least I'm learning more and more about myself. I'm learning more about, life. I'm growing. I see my intended destination that I chose for myself. And I'm actually getting closer and closer every single day. I may never actually get to this side, during this lifetime, but at least I'm heading there. At least I'm going to die along the way. So anyways, that's why, not to sound all morbid or anything like that, but it's real. So anyways, that's another reason why I decided, yeah, you know what? I really do want to start vlogging for my own purposes and for my own future lineage, for my own kids and my grandkids, my wife and all that stuff. But I also, if I can inspire even just one person to think very deeply about what it is that you want to do with your life, not what other people want you to do or what society tells you to do or what your parents tell you to do or your family or significant other, whatever. People, you think people think I should do this. It's like, what do you want to do? Why are you here? Why are you created? Why do you exist? Why are you alive? You should probably think deeply about that, because I can guarantee you, once you find the answer to that, you're going to live a far more fulfilling life. Even if you never get there this side of heaven, you're at least going to enjoy life, the remainder of your life that you have here, if you're actively navigating towards your North Star. So anyways, that's my whole spiel, and also be talking about things I'm going to be doing along the way. And it's not all just business. It's about things that I'm learning, things that I'm experiencing stuff. So anyways, lots of exciting things that I'm stoked to talk about. And so I just thought, hey, why not make a video right now, do a first recording, and then put it up there and just take imperfect action. And really, last note, that's what it really requires. That's one of the most valuable lessons I've learned so far in this life is it's all about just taking imperfect action and not being afraid to fail, because you're going to fail. But there's a difference between failing and being a failure. Being a failure is you give up and just stop and don't do anything. Failing is you tried, it didn't work. Now it's time to try again. You just need to make some adjustments and keep trying. If you keep trying, you're not a failure. You're not a failure until you actually give up and walk away. And there's a time to do that, but if it's something you really want, then you don't need to be a failure. You just need to fail fast, fail often, but then recalibrate and keep moving, keep navigating towards your North Star. You just got to keep moving. So anyways, I have so much more to say about that, because the past 15, 16 months that I've been doing this has been a huge exercise in walking by faith and not by sight, a huge exercise in faith, and a huge exercise in taking imperfect action. So